Hey guys, Ross Minchev in the house. The question is, how do you make your first $1,000 online with using only free AI tools? In today's video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do this in less than 24 hours, and I'm going to show you everything in 4 easy steps. There are 2 ways to make money online, either with AI or without AI. The first thing you need to know is you don't make the money. The money are made by the federal bank or the banks. You're just distributing money from one place to another. What that means for you is, in order for you to earn the money or to bring more money to your side, is you first have to sell a product, digital product online, or to provide a digital service online. Now, creating a digital product can be very profitable and very lucrative, but it takes time and it takes dedication. The easiest thing to do right now, if you're just getting started as a beginner, is providing services with AI for your customers. This is what we're going to do today. And respectively, the first step right here is to determine the service that the AI will offer to potential clients. Go on a website that provides services, Fiverr.com. This is a freelance website. Probably a lot of you are already aware of this. You can find multiple services. And by the way, guys, this is how I got started 15 years ago. I started providing services to clients without AI, and it was extremely difficult back in the day because I had to manually create everything. We have programming, graphic design, digital marketing. Each one of these have subcategories. For example, I'm going to go to graphic and design, web design, app design, logo design, etc., etc. To determine if a sub niche is going to be worthy to tap into, you have to select the niche. So let's say book design or book covers, and then open trends.google.com to validate if there is enough demand for this subcategory. And in the search bar right here, remove this term, or actually follow the term, and then type book design. It should be worldwide, and it should be for the past 5 years. And check this out. We have a steady demand of people who are looking for book designs. The demand is increasing. Same for book cover. Even book cover is getting even more demands in recent days. What I have for today's example is thumbnail design. Pretty good amount and increasing searches because a lot of people nowadays are becoming creators. People are jumping on TikTok, they're becoming creators. People are jumping on Instagram, and people are jumping on YouTube. They're becoming, like I said, creators. The need for a thumbnail designer is huge nowadays. Don't freak out because you don't have to be a professional designer to do that. We already have determined that we're going to make money by creating thumbnail designs for clients. So you have to study the niche you're going to be in. If you're going to be providing book designs or book covers, study what makes the best book cover. Respectively, for thumbnail design, these are the 4 main components that make a good thumbnail. By the end of the day, you have to provide a good product to your customers. This is how you're going to make a lot more money. Before touching any AI tools, you have to understand how that works and why a thumbnail is very important for a YouTube creator. It is important. A thumbnail is what people see first before they watch a video. So if the thumbnail is not good, people will not click on the thumbnail, respectively, they're not going to watch the video. So that's why thumbnail is so important. Here are the 4 main components to a thumbnail. Big, bold faces, evoke emotions, short text, 1 to 4 words maximum. You need to use contrast and vivid colors. This in your thumbnails, but don't freak out because AI is going to do all of this for you. Second step is to actually use the AI to create the thumbnail. For that purpose, I'm going to be using Sora. This is an extension from ChatGPT, and this is the example Sora gave me. I actually prompted the AI tool to give me thumbnails related to a travel YouTube channel, and look at this. Absolutely stunning thumbnail designs. Now, I refined my prompt because AI works with prompts. If you don't know the exact prompts, the AI is not going to do the job for you. Here I told the AI, hey, give me the same thumbnails but without the face, and here is the rest. I'm going to show my exact prompt here. But Sora, you can access it by going to sora.chatgpt.com. I believe there is a free version to this. I'm not quite sure because I'm using the $10 a month paid version. This is one of the AI tools that might be paid, but I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that. But the other tool that I'm about to show you, it's completely free. Here on Sora, I'm going to click my thumbnail and I'm going to show you the exact prompt. I'm going to highlight it. And this is the prompt I gave to come up with these travel YouTube video thumbnails. As you can see, I said, I need an inspiration for a YouTube thumbnail. The video is about travel. I need to be vivid and spark curiosity, meaning the thumbnail. The thumbnail should be driving high CTR. So what is CTR? This is the key factor to remember when you're creating a thumbnail. CTR stands for click-through ratio, meaning how many people out of 1,000 have clicked your thumbnail to watch the video. For example, if let's say not 1,000, let's say 100 people. If 100 people see the thumbnail and only one clicks to watch the video, that's 0.01% CTR. And respectively, if 10 people out of 100 who've seen your thumbnail click to watch the video, this is 10% CTR. So as you can see, the higher the CTR, the better the watch time and the views on this YouTube video. Now, next thing that I say to Sora AI is I say, don't use any humans or faces on the thumbnail. Why? Because leave a space where I can insert my own face. This is the thing, guys. You need to insert a human's face that is not related to AI, but let's say the person you're going to be working with. And don't insert any text, again, because I want this to be empty. This is the thumbnail that Sora came up with. I'm gonna click this button to download it to my computer. Then I'm gonna open the other AI tool, or somehow AI, because it has AI and other functionalities. This is canva.com. And actually, step number 3, use Canva to attach a person's face with the background remover too. You're aware of canva.com. Back in the day, I had to use Photoshop to create all of these designs, and I actually started creating not YouTube thumbnails. Back then, we didn't have that many YouTube videos and YouTube creators, but I started creating banners and Facebook ads and flyers and these vinyls, like big vinyls for billboards, okay? So I used to use Photoshop. But again, I'm not a designer. I mean, I can only draw a house with a sun on top of it with my hands. So you got my point. In Canva, you type YouTube thumbnail, and Canva is going to create a blank canvas like this one. Next step is to upload the thumbnail that ChatGPT created for you, because we need to customize it a little bit to increase the engagement. Here's the file, and I'm gonna just click it, and there we go. So from here, I'm going to rasterize this AI image. This is again completely from Sora, so I'm gonna make it fit the design here. We need to put a face and some text to create the perfect thumbnail. Now, before we continue, what I want you to do is, in order for you to create the best thumbnail, is go on YouTube and research other creators, what other creators are using as their thumbnails. In our case here, I'm using the travel niche for YouTube. So I can go on YouTube and I can type travel to Bali. So you can see all the thumbnails related to travel to Bali, and all of these thumbnails are related to travel, as you can see. So now you can check how many views the YouTube video has and what is the thumbnail. So you can make some predictions of what can work for your clients or potential clients, which I'm going to show you how to get clients in just a minute. I'm gonna grab an image of myself, which I have uploaded already. This is me in the forest, so I'm gonna click my image and hit this button, background remove. I want to get rid of the background, and this is it. Look at how cool this is. So I'm gonna position myself some here in the bubble somewhere. I'm gonna flip myself like this, so I look to the left side. And I'm gonna move myself to the back of this image. As you can see, this is a PNG image. So I'm gonna hit position, layers, and this is me. I'm gonna drag myself behind, and boom, check this out. I'm now in the bubble. So final thing, what I'm gonna do, or actually I have two more things to do. Add some text, and I wanna add a sky here because this looks kind of empty. So go to elements, and this is a sky that I recently researched. So I'm gonna click the sky. It fits the image better. So let's do that. Boom. There we go. Ross Minchev in the sky, not in the house. The thumbnail looks pretty good. Travel niche again. So final thing, we should put some text. And to do that, on the left side, you have this button text. Click it. And when you scroll down, you have a bunch of text you can use. So I'm going to click this one. Ross the boss. I don't know, guys. Of course, you have to come up with a smart text. I'm just giving you an example here. So there we go. So I'm going to put myself or the text right here. Increase it a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Looks pretty good. As a YouTube thumbnail, it's already looking pretty intriguing, right? So in just a couple of clicks, we created a YouTube thumbnail. So we already completed step number 3. After step number 3, we need step number 4, actually. Step number 4 is to create a portfolio, because without a portfolio, no one will take you seriously, okay? No one will take you seriously without a portfolio. How to do that? Instead of maybe you're thinking, oh, but I have to create a website. No. you actually have to sign up for Instagram or LinkedIn. And in my last video, I showed you that there are people already doing this on Instagram. There are people creating accounts and posting their thumbnails. What you need to do is to create a bunch of thumbnails and post them in here. It doesn't matter, maybe for your family, for your friends. And actually, your family and friends, when you show them what you have created, they're going to be very surprised. I remember when I first created my first design on Photoshop, I was so proud of myself. I showed it to my mom, to my friends, to my relatives. They were like blown away. They were like, Ross, we didn't know you can actually do designs. And I was like, well, it's not technically me, it's Photoshop. And nowadays it's not technically you, it's AI. There are many people actually DMing me on Instagram, telling me that they can do thumbnails for me or do copywriting for me or do email marketing for me. So Instagram works, and I've hired multiple people out of Instagram. So I know for a fact that this works. So now comes the best part. It's time for step number 5 now. Finding people who are willing to pay you money in order for you to create thumbnails for them. I have 2 approaches here. The first approach is, as you can see here, is to go to seminars, events, conventions, or masterminds. You would be very surprised. You would not believe what kind of people you can meet at these events. You know, in my early stages, when I was getting started with digital marketing and affiliate marketing, I used to attend events every weekend. Every possible weekend I would go to event. And I've actually collected maybe hundreds of badges and passes for these events. I met so many good people. I met clients. I met business partners. In fact, some of the business partners I met back in 2017, I'm still working till this day with them today. And the second approach is to cold reach people but be hyper personal. What I mean by that, you can start DMing people, but you can also start sending emails to people. For example, this is an email I received the other day. This gentleman is called Hamza. He sent me this email yesterday, Wednesday, July the 2nd. This is 2025. This email is about thumbnail designs. He says, hey Ross, I've been following your YouTube journey and really appreciate the creativity and effort you put into your videos. You've built something very strong, and with a few small adjustments, I truly believe it can reach even a wider audience. As a YouTube creator, when I see a wider audience, I can reach more people. All right, I'm already kind of intrigued by that. So the gentleman continues with what he can do for me, not what he does, but what he do for me. This is a big difference. It's not about what he can do, but it's about what he can do for me. So that's what it means, hyper-personalized email. And then he sent me a Google Drive and a bunch of examples. So here is the example he sent me. Boom. This is his portfolio. He sent me a portfolio of his thumbnails that he created, and they're pretty good. Here's a secret tip I can give you right now. If you're getting started with these thumbnails, instead of posting random people, put the face of the person you're reaching out. For example, if you're sending me an email, put my face in here. When I see my face, I will be like, what? This guy actually spent some time to put my face on these thumbnails? So that's going to be a huge win. And then what you can do, finally, when it comes to pricing, you can play around with the pricing. You can offer people cheap in the beginning so you can get some clientele, right? You can create a thumbnail for 10 bucks, 15 bucks, 20 bucks, even less, 5 bucks. And then you can start charging them packages. For example, you can tell them, hey, I'm gonna give you a pack of like 10 thumbnails, okay, for let's say 100 bucks. That's it. Or you can give them a pack of like 50 thumbnails for 200 bucks, stuff like that. You can play around with the pricing. And so what you do and what you do from here, that was actually my path. I learned how to make designs. I learned how to make banners and flyers. And from here, I actually started doing this for clients. I started, back in the day, I didn't have AI, but I started creating banners and flyers for clients. Then after that, I was like, okay, you already have the designs. I was talking with clients, of course. Then I asked them, hey, do you have a website? And they were like, no, we don't. So now I sat down and I learned how to make a free website on WordPress. That should be your next stage. So basically this is the value ladder, or this is the career ladder. You create a design, then you, after the design, you have to maybe ask the clientele or the customer if they need a website. And then you have to learn how to make a website. And again, nowadays you can use AI or you can use Google Sites. This is one of the best tools. It's free to use and it's so simple. If you go to sites.google.com, you can see free templates and you can choose from each of these templates. For example, here's a portfolio or dog walker. So I can click dog walker, the template, and it's already pre-made for me. I can just change the text and swap some images on the website. There we go. Dog walker. I can change the name. I can change the images. I mean, I can make this website not about dog walker. I can make this website about photography or wedding photography or whatever I want. Or on the other hand, there are AI website builders you can use. There is a tool called clicksites.ai, and this tool builds websites with just one click. As you can see, in 60 seconds, it says. Can I put myself like here? Look at these guys. So from designing banners or thumbnails, then you move to creating a website for your customer. Then after you know how to build a website, then maybe you have to understand how to sell stuff on the website. In other words, you need to learn copywriting, how to sell through words and through copy, how to create engaging copy that sells products and services. And from here, you maybe jump to the next thing, accounting, or how to set up an LLC, or how to create an entire sales funnel. And from here is how to create your own digital product or maybe a physical product, etc., etc. So you see how you gradually build yourself up, and that's how I got started. Actually, I started with designing stuff to now doing multiple stuff. E-commerce, SaaS, I have a software, I have my own software, etc., etc. What your next steps should be from here if you want to learn how you can actually make more money creating your own digital product or digital ebook, click the video here at the top right corner or left corner where I'm going to walk you through step by step. I see you there. Click it right here or right here.